The foldable phone world might soon welcome a major new player, Apple. Yes, a new leak has just surfaced that gives us even more details about the much-rumored iPhone Fold. And if these details are accurate, this could be Apple's most exciting innovation in years. Let's break down everything we know so far. According to a new leak from the well-known Tipster digital chat station, Apple's first foldable iPhone is expected to come with two displays. The main internal screen will reportedly measure 7.76 inches with a resolution of 2713 by 1920. That gives it a pixel density of 428 pixels per inch. Sure, that's slightly lower than the iPhone 16 Pro Max 460p, but considering this is a foldable display, 428p is still extremely sharp and should deliver excellent visual quality. Now let's talk about the cover screen. It's said to be 5.49 inches with a resolution of 2088 by 1422, matching the iPhone 16 Pro Max 460p. That size is quite interesting, very close to the iPhone 13 mini, which had a 5.4-inch screen. That tells us Apple might be aiming for a foldable that feels compact and easy to carry when folded, making it more practical for everyday use compared to some of the bulkier foldables on the market. But it's not just the screen sizes and resolutions that are catching people's attention. There's also a very interesting camera update. On the cover screen, Apple is expected to stick with a punch hole cutout, probably styled like the current dynamic island. However, it's the internal screen where Apple might shake things up. The leak suggests Apple could be using under-display camera technology on the main foldable screen. That would mean no notches, no punch holes, just a completely uninterrupted display. This technology has already appeared in a few Android phones, but Apple jumping into the under-display camera game could signal that the tech has finally matured enough to meet Apple's famously high standards. If they pull it off, it would make the foldable experience feel even more futuristic and premium. Now, it's worth remembering, Apple isn't first to the foldable scene. In fact, they're pretty late. Samsung has been refining its Galaxy Z Fold lineup for years now, and Google and OwnPlus have already launched their own foldables. But we all know Apple's style. They're rarely the first, but when they do step in, they try to perfect the concept. And that's probably what they're doing here. Instead of rushing out a product just to be part of the trend, Apple seems to be taking its time, ensuring that their foldable is polished, usable, and up to their usual standards of quality. That said, if you look at these rumored specs alone, they might not seem like a huge leap compared to the iPhone 16 Pro Max. But foldables are a different beast. It's not just about raw specs, it's about experience. And that's where Apple usually shines. If they manage to deliver a foldable iPhone that feels seamless to use, with a display that looks and feels like a normal screen, despite being foldable, and they avoid the common problems like deep creases and poor durability, well, that could be a game changer. There's still a lot we don't know. When will it launch? What will it cost? What's the final design going to look like? But one thing is becoming clear. The iPhone Fold isn't just a distant rumor anymore. These new details give us a much better picture of what Apple might be planning, and it looks like they're serious about making a strong first impression in the foldable world. So if you've been on the fence about foldables because of concerns like display creases, camera quality, or battery life, this might be the phone that finally wins you over. Apple has a track record of waiting until the right moment and then changing the game entirely. Whether you're an Apple fan or just a tech enthusiast, the iPhone Fold is definitely something to keep an eye on. And with this latest leak, it feels like that moment is getting closer.